Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So listen, in this video, I'm gonna break down 4 stocks that I'm watching for the month of October, all right? Right now it's September 30th. It's the last day of September, right? The month is over for trading, right? The market, the SPY posted a winning month, right? September is usually very bearish. September posted a winning month. We did have some pullbacks, right? So what I'm gonna do is I got 4 stocks that I'm looking for this month to have a breakout month, all right? So I'm gonna go to the charts and I'm gonna do all of that. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm seeing, but also I'm gonna show you guys the stocks and I'm gonna show you where they're at today, right? As of the market close on September 30th, right? I want you to pay attention to this. I want you to pay attention to what I say. And then on October 31st, I want you to come back to this video and I want you to see where the stock went to, all right? So this is my October watch list, all right? So these are 4 stocks that could blast off this month, all right? So we're gonna start it off, a stock nobody be talking about really, right? I don't know why. This stock is explosives, right? We got right here, we got Dell, all right? Dell Technologies, right? You remember back in the day you had the Dell computers, right? Dell. So right now they are at $140. The market just closed, right? They're at $140.90, right? So watch this. Last week they was just at 128. Now they're at 140, right? So why am I saying Dell? I like the charts. I like to pay attention to the charts, technical analysis, and make my decisions based on that, right? We got the government shut down and stuff like that, right? But once that dies down, right, and after we have some pullbacks, I know where my levels is at. So let's go to Dell. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm seeing on ticker symbol Dell, D-E-L-L, right? So we're gonna go right here, and I'm gonna share the screen real quick. I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm gonna show you guys what's going on. All right, so this is old. All right, boom, here we go. So right here we got Dell, right? Now this is on the monthly time frame right here. When I'm looking at a setup for a whole month, I'm looking at the monthly time frame, right? I'm looking at the levels on the monthly, right? So we just had a failed 2 down on the month. All that lets me know is we going higher. All right. Potentially we could consolidate for the month of October, right? Because I've seen it where it was a failed 2 down and then a 1 and then a 2 up. But as of right now, I'm looking at continuation to the upside, right? This is how we ended today. Let's look at the daily. You look at the daily on Dell. Look at the daily on Dell, right? Just crazy, right? Crazy upside. So broke through all of that resistance, pulled back, went crazy, right? So now let's go back to the monthly. So for Dell, we gonna easily come in touch 147, right? I ain't even worried about 147. And then right here we got 150, right? So Dell gonna be coming to 150. And then this month, I think Dell could touch 160. All right. So my price target for Dell would be 160, paying attention to these levels right here. It could take 2 months for this to happen, but by the end of the year, Dell is going to be touching 160, if not 180. All right. So I'm looking at Dell to go run up to 160 and potentially 180. All right. It could happen this month or it could happen this quarter, in the 4th quarter. All right. So that's my first stock that I'm watching for the month. All right. The next stock that I'm watching right here, Hims, right? Hims and Hers Health. Now watch this. I'm gonna break this stock down. I'm gonna break these charts down right here, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm seeing, right? What I will say is I pay attention to the strat heavily. I'm using the strat to help me make decisions on swing trades, day trades, scalp trades, all of that, right? The strat method is the one in my eyes, right? When you could couple that with chart patterns and supply and demand and stuff like that. But the strat is like trading on steroids, right? So we got hims and hers. So let's go to hims and let me show you guys what I'm seeing on hims. All right. So we're going to go here. And we got hims. All right, boom, right? We talking the same exact thing. Same setup, a failed 2 down, right? We just, if you look at the daily on hims, right? We just came up to 60 right here, right? Rejected, came down. Last day of September. Came down a little bit. Now, what's going on is we bounced off the 9 EMA on the daily time frame, right? We bounced off the 9 EMA on the daily time frame. So now, if we can start to creep up right here, then we're going to be going higher, right? So if I see hims get above $60.50 this month, I'm looking for hims to go to 66 and then $70, right? And then to test this all-time high at $73. All right. I'm looking at hims on the failed 2 down. That's my setup. Like I say, it could consolidate this month and then create a 1 candle for the month, which means that it would be inside of this bar right here, right? I will only swing this stock far out if it broke above here, right? Or if it pulled back first, right? If we get pullbacks at the beginning of the month, I'm going long, right? As long as I see a reversal candle of a downtrend on the daily time frame, right? Because if we pull back on a daily time frame and then I see a reversal on a daily time frame, that means we could be going up to where we just retraced from. And then if we do break that level on the monthly time frame, then we're gonna go way higher and we're gonna blast off. All right. So that's my second stock that I'm watching. Okay, that's gonna be him. So we got Dell and we got hims. Dell is going to 160, hims is going to 66, and potentially test those all-time highs at 72. All right, so those are 2 stocks right there. I got 2 more for you guys. All right, next one up, I'm looking at Webull. All right, Webull, the same Webull that we trade with, we use to invest, right? Webull, and right now it's actually at 14.75. It already just pulled back, right? It just pulled back today and yesterday as well, right? So we could be coming a little bit lower on Webull, but I'm looking for Webull to go do some numbers this month, okay? So let me show you guys what I'm seeing on Webull, right? So if we go to Webull, ticker symbol is BULL. Where we at? Let's go right here. All right. All right, so check this out, right? On a monthly time frame, once again, another failed 2 down, right? Failed 2 down candle right here. This last week, right? Last week, we came up, we had a little uptrend right here, and we went all the way up to 1598, right? So, and now we on a little downtrend. We got a 3-bar today, which means that most likely tomorrow we're going to have a red day, right? So Webull could come back down to maybe like 1407 potentially, right? Could even come down to like 1362. If we come to 1362 and potentially under $13 again, if we come down there again, I'm going long and I'm going to ride it right back up, right? For Webull, price target, I would say it's definitely coming back to $16. If we get above $16, $17.06. A $2 move on a stock that's only trading at $15, that's numbers right there. All right, that's numbers right there. And potentially, if we really got some crazy steam, we could go to $18. If we don't get to $18 for the month of October, I'm thinking by the end of the year, we're going to touch 18 and we're going to touch potentially right past that 18, so about $19. We could get above all of this right here over the next 3 months. All right. So I think Webull has a lot of potential. And then once we hit above 1888, Webull is gonna go absolutely bonkers. Okay, like absolutely bonkers. They might have a pullback, but they gonna go crazy. All right. So that's Webull. That's my third stock that I'm looking at heavily on for the month of October. All right. And the last one that I'm looking at right here, we got MRVL, right? Marvel Technology. Right now they're sitting at $82.73, right? $82.73. So I'm gonna go to the charts and I'm gonna show you guys what's going on with this. Marvel, they've been on a nice uptrend as well. They had some announcements and stuff like that the past couple months. They've been coming up all the way from about, I remember when I found out about them, they were at about $55 to $60. Now they came all the way up to $85, right? So let's go to the charts one last time and let me show you guys what I'm seeing with MRVL for the month of October. So we got the charts right here, and let's go down right here, MRVL, right? So they closed today at $84.07, right? They closed today at $84.07, but look, in post market after hours, they're at $82.70 right now. So when I showed you on Webull, it factors in the aftermarket hours as well, right? But if we go to the monthly time frame right here, look at this. Right here, we sitting right at resistance. Once we get above this $85 level on a daily time frame, I'm entering in the swings. Okay, I'm entering in the swings. And we gonna go right after $85, we going to 92, and then we gonna go to 95, right? We may reject right there, come back down to 85, and then try to get above that $92 level again, right? $92, $95. Once we get above 95, we are gonna go absolutely parabolic, and we go into 120. I know it may sound crazy, but this is what the technicals are telling me. You get what I'm saying? I'm showing you guys the charts, the back end of all of this stuff after analysis, after hours of looking at charts and figuring out momentous plays and all of that stuff, right? So above $85, I'm looking at MRVL. We keep knocking at it and getting rejected. Once we close above $85, I'm taking an entry into a swing and I'm going to let it ride. All right. So that's what I'm seeing. So those are my 4 stocks for the month of October. All right. I want you guys to understand that these setups are extremely powerful, right? If you could take this and really take it serious and pay attention to the levels and learn the levels, you can change your life in a way that you never thought even fathomable. All right. So make sure you guys lock in. Don't ever say, I'll be stingy with information, knowledge, or none of that stuff. I just gave you guys 4 layups, right? It's all about how you play the trade, how you play the stock, right? If you want more help, join our Discord, our Prosperity Collective, or book a one-on-one so we can really get in the nitty-gritty and help you make some real money. All right? So if you with me, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to put down in the comments which setup you like best. Which stock are you going to pay attention to the most for this month, right? Let me know in the comments which one you like the most. All right. So you guys stay smooth. Like I always say in every single video, man, make sure you get up out your head, go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right, y'all. And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.